Welcome back, tribe. Another one from this small channel, men only. Leftover women learn the hard way. As men aren't committing to him anymore, here we go.
Made a decision to break up with my boyfriend of 6 years.
The reason why women generally leave relationships and marriages, it's because they feel like they can do better with another guy.
I see a lot of videos on this app of women who are in their 30s and single saying they're the only person that's single in their friend group. Like all their friends are partnered, they're having kids, they're settling down, yada, yada. For me, it's opposite. I'm 30 and I've been invited to like maybe 2 friend weddings and none of my friends are settling down. None of my friends are even in relationships. So I feel I bring a very unique perspective to the conversation on men and like dating in your 30s, because not only am I 30 and single, a lot of my friends are 30 and single and they live across the country. So this isn't just like, oh, I'm in San Diego, it's the San Diego guys. No, this is literally from East Coast to West Coast. And you can tell me I'm biased, but literally all my friends are hot, bad bitches who are independent and have really solid careers. So like,
there, you see, why are most of my friends single? Strong, independent boss, have their own careers. Nothing a man cares about. Do you see what I mean? The masculine energy, they tell on themselves. It's not something that's San Diego related. It's all of us. We're in our 30s. We chose careers instead of families. And like, we're all single. No man is settling for us. What's happening? Why are all these assholes getting with women that are like 20 years old, 21, 22? A man would still make a wife out of you, even at your age of 30, if you were willing to submit fully, if you were wanting a family. If you said something like, oh my God, the trauma from my past, or society has lied to me, or I can't believe I bought into the gynocracy, or a career isn't exactly what I wanted, I was pushed into it. It took me a few years, but I realized the truth. I'd rather be a mother to beautiful babies and be submissive to my man instead of a career. I'd rather serve my family than the tax collectors in the state. Family is the most important thing in life. I realize that now. That's fine, dude. It's like, oh, wow, you woke up from the Matrix. That's the Matrix. That's the wake up right there for a woman. Okay, cool. And then, oh, all right. A man gets to decide, okay, well, do I want to put a ring and start a family with this one or not? And that will be his decision.
In my mind, these are people that should have a boyfriend. Like, you'd want to date them. But literally nothing is working out for any of my friends. If it were just me, I would think, okay, I'm the problem. But the fact that this is my friends that are across the country that are having this issue, it's the men. Like, it's literally, it speaks to the quality of men. It's just always so disappointing. And listen, I'm not saying there's not good men. There are. But the ones that are, they get scooped up because there's like 10 of them. There's like 10 good ones and 5,000 terrible ones. I'm waiting for the day that someone proves me wrong. I really am.
You and your girlfriends prove yourselves wrong every day. You can't find a man, despite all your great qualifications. You all live a variation of the same life. You are the common variable in all these problems. You're all repeating literally the same thing. You're the one little group in society that is all experiencing the same thing. And men over here on this side of the aisle tell you why they don't choose you and they don't want you for anything long term. And you don't listen. I don't care. I got a degree. I don't care. I got a career. I don't care. The most important thing to me is making money. I don't care. My money's my money. What do you bring to the table? Nope. Not settling down. Don't want to have kids. All right, cool. Next. But that woman over there, she does. So I'll choose her.
Please, a man, please, anyone, prove me wrong.
I honestly want to know if boys are okay. Because I just ended a situationship with a guy, beautiful person, but I've learned just a scared boy, and that's okay. But I ended it because we've been talking for a while and spending a lot of time together recently. So I instigated the conversation of like, what are we doing?
How many times have I told you guys that? I just ended a situationship. I was okay with just him coming over. The contract we had covertly was no feelings. And if anybody catches feelings, we break it off, okay? You see, I'm such a good girl. I give you your freedom. Pick me, please. And then the guy, after the what are we doing, rolls his eyes in bed and goes, oh my God, dude, she only lasted like 2 months. Why can't I just meet one that says, hey, it's a situationship, no feelings. So I could go about my day. I got shit to do. Go to the gym. Make money, invest in myself for my career, yada, yada. Don't got time for you, lady, and wouldn't even commit to you anyways. The only reason I see you is because you said you were cool with this contract. And now all of a sudden you want to be next level girlfriend. Sorry, you don't qualify. You're either not hot enough, I don't like you enough, you're only good for the booty call, I'm scratching my itch as a man. Next. That's what it is. That's all you were. You tried to overplay your hand. You had a pair of 2s. And you thought you were holding aces. You weren't. He was holding the aces the whole time. You bluffed and you got destroyed.
Because I told you, if you do these things, I will fall for you. And then you did these things and surprise, surprise, I'm falling for you.
Not his fault.
And I don't want to waste my time or do that one-sided. And I was hit with the classic response of, oh, I think I misread the situation because I thought we were just hanging out and getting to know each other. I love spending time with you, but I need to build a friendship before I jump into anything. Like anything that we were doing was friendship focused. But regardless, the usual. And so I said, I hear you saying that you don't want what I want and that you're not ready, and that's okay. But rather than assist you in hurting my feelings, I think it's kinder to both of us for me to listen to what you're saying and let you figure that out on your own.
Cool. That's a good move.
The response to ending the situationship then was, a part of me feels like it's someone else, as if the reason that I've ended the situationship is because I'm pursuing something on the side with someone else. I'm just like, what? Like, sir, I just bore my soul to you and told you that I'm falling for you. And explained to you that the way that my heart works is that if I'm building a connection with someone who I think is worth it, I subconsciously block my...
How do you not understand that you were in a situationship with no rules? You were allowed to see other people. That's what his take on it was. We're not serious. We're just sleeping with each other and probably with other people. The entire time he's not going to move forward with you because he thinks you're probably got other guys when he's busy on some weeks. Can't make it. Doesn't see that side though.
Myself off from other opportunities with other people because I don't have endless capacity or desire to build connections with numerous people, especially when I think the one that I'm currently building is with a good person that I could see something with. And his response to that was, oh, that didn't even occur to me. To be honest, I don't want to lie to you. Like, I've been going on dates. And so he's dating other people and I'm the sad simp bitch who's like, please love me and let me love you. But then you flip the switch on me and say that you think the reason I edit things is because of someone else.
Situationship. Are you surprised as a woman that you didn't demand monogamy from the get-go? That you didn't place these boundaries that if you're going to sleep with me, we can't see anybody else? You never voiced that. Situationship. It's not an accident. You did it to yourself. Wow, man.
Boys are out here acting all damaged by women when y'all are just blocking your own blessings and scaring yourselves out of potentials with people who just want to love you. It doesn't make any sense.
I am truly at a loss right now. I don't even have the proper words to describe all of the emotions that I'm feeling right now.
What are you feeling?
I have absolutely had it with men. It's like literally no matter whether I intentionally date or I meet someone in the wild, it doesn't matter how it plays out. I always get hurt in the end. Always. Tell me why I went on the best first date ever a few days ago. Before the date, this guy was future planning with me already. On the date, he mentioned a second date. After the date, he texted me and told me that I was good vibes and then haven't heard from him since Sunday night. Then, to make that worse, my ex-situationship texted me today. Hey, gorgeous, how are you doing? And you know what's the worst thing of all? The more this happens, the more it reinforces to me that maybe I'm not worthy of a relationship and maybe all I am good enough for is a situationship. Because if I'm being honest, my ex-situationship is the only consistent man in my life. I can't get situationships to commit to me. I can't even get guys who claim they want commitment to commit to me. And I know everyone always says, oh, it's not you, it's a reflection of them. I have been consistently dealing with this for years. Okay. The last time I got absolutely heartbroken was in September. And I told myself, I was like, nope, this is never going to happen again. What do you know? The next guy I kind of start getting interested in ghosts me. So at this point, it's like, okay, either there is a really big me problem that I am just not aware of, like I have the blinders on and can't see, which I find really hard to believe because I am extremely self-aware and hyper-aware. Or actually, maybe this whole relationship thing is just not in the cards.
Come on,
man. You know what's funny too? is this guy that ghosted me. I remember getting kind of icked out when he started planning the future with me before we had even met. So now I'm sitting here thinking, should I have trusted those little red flags that popped up? The answer is probably yes. But of course, I didn't listen because I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And here I am, the one getting hurt in the end. And it's not even him that I'm upset about. Like, I really don't have any attachment towards this man. I know that might be hard to believe, but like,
God, bro.
I'm more upset with the situation. I'm upset with the fact that these men promise you things and talk to you like they like you so much. And then one day they just choose to never talk to you again. Nothing makes me feel more worthless than when someone does that to me. You can't even take 2 seconds out of your day and treat me like a normal, decent,
I.
Instead, I have to sit here and pick up the pieces and
I, the hyper self-aware queen, have no problems. Can't be me. I'm the common variable 4 years, but it's totally not me. Unbelievable, dude. Yeah, accountability is kryptonite. For real.
Create a story as to why this didn't work out. I am so exhausted, and I know this isn't all men. I really try to believe that this is not all men. But like I said, I am just at a loss for words over the fact that this just happened, especially with the guy that I was just dealing with. Like, never in a million years would I have expected this to happen.
When I say self-awareness and critical thinking skills are the most important thing, common sense in a woman, self-awareness of all those. Self-awareness. This is self-awareness that's lacking in somebody. Did you know we were having a talk in the private community in one of our chats? Something like up to 70% of people don't have an inner monologue was what one study was showing. That means there's not a voice in here that somebody talks to themselves, that checks themselves, right? People are running on autopilot. Potentially 70% of people, look this up and just confirm, don't have an inner monologue. When I tell you IQ matters, when I tell you self-awareness matters, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Who's going to put a ring on this one? I'm asking you right now. How many men are in relationships with women that don't have an inner monologue, that don't have an IQ high enough to think for themselves? Tell me, man. Tell me, man. She's looking like the girl next door, apart from the Thousand Cock Stare. On the outside, it's looking nice. Inside, completely broken.
3 days ago, I made the decision to break up with my boyfriend of 6 years because he refuses to give me a ring. His explanation is that he doesn't have money right now. And I said, I don't care about money. What I care about is you wanting to make the commitment. Anyway, this video is not about this because I feel so much better, so much happier. Thank you, dopamine. Today's decision is a little bit drastically different. And honestly, I decided I want to take the role of inspiring you because my messages literally flooded. My DMs flooded with women going through the same thing, being with their mans for 8-9 years, even worse than me, and no sign of not even.
She's getting a high from the attention. This is an attention high. She's reveling in it, by the way. Let's see her groundbreaking inspirational content.
Kids, marriage. There was talk of marriage in my relationship. I'm not going to say there wasn't. But the issue is that there's excuses. And to me, that's unacceptable. I'm 28.
Money's not an excuse.
I don't have time for that. I mean, I'm not getting any younger, honey. Not getting any younger. Neither are you. So my challenge for you is to start taking care of yourself, bitch. Get the fuck up. Let's go to the gym. You know, sorry. Stop cussing. What helped me make this decision is starting to take care of myself. I took care of myself. I started going to the gym. I started eating good. I started focusing on my job, focusing on my career. And guess what? With that comes confidence, self-empowerment, which gives you the strength to do things that you don't want to.
And you see she's walking down the path of cats. She's going to become a cat collector. Do you hear all the terminology?
I do. But at the end of the day, it helps you build that mentality that I'm a good person. I deserve the best and I should not settle for less. And you know what, baby? I am here for you. It was like literally, it has been one of the hardest decisions because when you don't want to leave something, your thought process is, why should I? Like, I have the choice of staying. But at the end of the day, you have to make the choice. I could stay, but am I going to be happy? I could stay, but is it going to teach him a lesson? I could stay. But is it going to make a difference in my life, or am I going to be miserable, or is it just going to make things worse? And I'm just going to turn 50 years old and still be in the same situation, married, actually not even married, but with kids now, but still no ring. And this is not to say that my goal in life is to be married. It is not. This is to say that these are things that I value. These are things that I grew up wanting, and I still want them. And I understand sometimes there is issues, but at the end of the day, it is excuses. If it is the love of my life, I will take a fucking $20 ring. If it is the love of your life, then price doesn't matter. What matters is the thought, the wanting to make the commitment. And if there is none of that, then it is time for you to reconsider. That doesn't mean that it's forever.
I'll give her a plus where she said the ring doesn't even matter price-wise. It could be $20. So she's wanting commitment. Okay. I'll give her that. Yeah, we'll be fair. So that the end part there makes sense. The man was worried about money and she said, I don't care about the money. Just give me a $20 ring. I just want to be married. Although she said that's not a life goal of hers, but she just wants a commitment there. What is the difference at this point in society? I don't know. You want the paper signed so you could get access to half of the things and feel more secure that way? Is there something subconsciously wrong with your relationship that you're thinking you need a piece of paper signed to strengthen the bond between you? You want alimony? You want assets? What is it? He has none. He's broke. Apparently, the way you talking about it, like a $20 ring's okay.
Just means, hey, I'm giving you the chance. See me go or do something about it.
I just need to know from a men's perspective, are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me. Like, when you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not going to say something. How are you not going to say something? Where are the huevos? Where are the huevos these days? I feel like there's so many like times that guys want to say something to girls and they don't. Like, is there a guy watching this that can give us some insight?
The huevos got cooked by gynocracy. You were saying that you didn't want men whistling you down, approaching you, hitting you up, being creeps. All you wanted was to be left alone, strong, independent queens with no need for any men. And you are. And there it is. Are you surprised? Men are listening. They're good listeners.
Insight, like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? Are you scared? Are you waiting for her to say something first? I like my man to be assertive and dominant. If you want to say something to me, say something to me. I'll give you the opportunity.
Say something to the women that fought for equality in all realms. And even then, supremacy in others. That you didn't need men to do all these things. Don't need a man to hold the door. Filming men in the gym looking at you. All that stuff. Society has been shaming men so much that they're saying, nah, I'm not even going to bother hitting you up unless you 100% want me. You got to make the first move so I know it's okay. That's where Western society is gone. Welcome.
Opportunity, I'll put my phone down, I'll drop the handkerchief, but I'm not gonna do it first. Should that not just be like the standard? Am I tripping? Like, tell me if I'm tripping. Let me know.
Bragging about your career and being a baddie will guarantee men will avoid you. These women have no clue. First girl just said her friends are bad boss women with careers. She just answered her own question of why they're single. And no man has ever said, wow, look at the career she has. Tattoos, nose rings, blue hair, and foul language are huge red flags of damage beyond repair. Guys are winning in many ways. Less divorce, less courts, less payouts, more freedom, more personal time, no stress. When they say won't settle for less, they can't find anything and are forced to settle for nothing. We'll see you guys on the next one.